Have you ever wondered how to balance truth and love in your faith? The Apostle John grappled with this very question in his second letter, offering timeless wisdom for believers then and now. Picture this. It's the late 1st century, and Christian communities are spreading across the Roman Empire. But with growth comes challenges. False teachers are infiltrating these young churches, threatening to distort the gospel message. In response, an elderly John, the beloved disciple of Jesus, pens a brief yet powerful letter. Addressed to the elect lady and her children, likely a metaphor for a local church, 2 John is a masterclass in living out authentic faith. John begins by emphasizing the foundation of Christian life, truth and love. He writes, "I rejoiced greatly to find some of your children walking in the truth, just as we were commanded by the Father." 2 John 1:4. But what does it mean to walk in truth? For John, it's not just about correct doctrine, but about embodying the teachings of Christ in daily life. He reminds his readers of the old commandment they've had from the beginning, to love one another. This love isn't a mere feeling, but an active choice to follow God's commands. John then addresses a pressing concern, the threat of false teachers. With loving firmness, he warns against those who deny that Jesus Christ came in the flesh. These deceivers posed a real danger to the early church, potentially leading believers astray from the true gospel. In response, John calls for discernment. He instructs his readers not to welcome or even greet those who bring false teachings. This might seem harsh to our modern ears, but John understood the high stakes. Protecting the truth of the gospel was paramount for the survival and growth of the early church. Yet, John's call for discernment is balanced with his emphasis on love. He's not advocating for cold-hearted rejection, but for a love that's grounded in truth. It's a reminder that true Christian love isn't a blind acceptance of all ideas, but a commitment to upholding God's truth while showing compassion to all. So, how does John's message apply to us today? In our age of information overload and competing worldviews, the call to walk in truth is more relevant than ever. We're challenged to ground ourselves in the teachings of Christ, to love one another genuinely, and to exercise discernment in what we believe and who we follow. John concludes his letter with a personal touch, expressing his hope to visit the church in person. It's a reminder that while written words are powerful, there's no substitute for face-to-face fellowship in the Christian life. As we reflect on 2 John, let's consider, how can we better balance truth and love in our own lives? How can we show genuine love while standing firm in our beliefs? John's brief letter offers a profound challenge to live out an authentic faith that's both grounded in truth and overflowing with love.